Let's kick things off with the truth most fitness gurus don't want you to hear. You don't need fancy equipment to build serious strength. That's right. No expensive gym membership, no special machines. Just you and your body weight can create transformation that will shock you and everyone around you. Science has repeatedly shown that properly executed bodyweight exercises can create similar or even superior muscle activation compared to their weighted counterparts. The key lies not in how much external resistance you're using, but in how effectively you're engaging your muscles through proper technique and progressive overload. Did you know there's a bodyweight exercise that activates more muscle fibers than a barbell deadlift when performed correctly? It sounds impossible, but research from the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research confirms it. These 5 exercises I'm about to share will transform your strength in ways you never thought possible, working multiple muscle groups simultaneously while improving your functional fitness. The beauty of these movements is that they can be performed anywhere: your living room, a hotel room, a park, or even in your office during a quick break. So forget the excuses about not having access to equipment. Your body is the ultimate resistance training tool, and I'm going to show you exactly how to use it. Think the push-up is just a beginner's exercise? Think again. What if I told you that there's a bodyweight exercise that can develop chest, shoulder, and tricep strength, comparable to bench pressing your own body weight? Let me introduce you to the first strength-building powerhouse in our arsenal. Exercise 1, the perfect push-up. Say hello to Exercise 1, the push-up, but not the sloppy half reps you see most people doing. I'm talking about the perfect push-up, a true total body strength builder that science has proven to be one of the most effective upper body exercises ever created. According to research published in the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research, a properly executed push-up can generate up to 66% of your body weight in resistance through your chest, shoulders, and triceps. That's significant resistance training without a single weight. What's more, EMG studies have shown that push-up variations can activate the same muscle groups as bench presses, with similar intensity when performed correctly. The push-up doesn't just build your chest. This compound movement primarily targets your pectoralis major and minor, anterior deltoids, and triceps. But it doesn't stop there. The perfect push-up engages your core musculature, including your rectus abdominis, transverse abdominis, and obliques, which must work continuously to keep your body rigid. Even your serratus anterior, a critical shoulder stabilizer often neglected in training programs, gets substantial activation during push-ups. But here's where most people go wrong. Their form is terrible, which means they're missing at least half the strength-building benefits. To perform the perfect push-up, start in a high plank position, with your hands placed slightly wider than shoulder width apart. Your fingers should be spread and pointed forward, creating a solid base of support. Your body should form a straight line from head to heels. No sagging hips or raised posterior. The real magic happens during the descent. Lower yourself by bending your elbows at approximately a 45-degree angle to your body, not flared out to the sides, which stresses your shoulders. Keep your core tight and body rigid as you lower until your chest is just above the floor or touches it lightly. The bottom position is where the greatest muscle activation occurs, so don't cheat yourself by doing half reps. Push back up by driving through your palms, keeping your elbows from flaring out and maintaining that straight body line. Squeeze your chest at the top without locking your elbows. Each repetition should be controlled, no dropping to the floor or jerking back up. Remember, time under tension is crucial for strength development. If you're just starting out, don't worry. Begin with incline push-ups by placing your hands on a secure elevated surface like a counter, bench, or stairs. This reduces the percentage of body weight you're pushing and allows you to master proper form. As you get stronger, gradually lower the height of the surface until you're performing full push-ups on the floor. For those already crushing standard push-ups, it's time to progress. Elevate your feet on a stable surface to increase the load on your upper body. Research shows this simple adjustment can increase muscle activation by up to 20%. For an even greater challenge, try deficit push-ups with your hands on push-up handles, or small weights to increase your range of motion, or progress to plyometric push-ups where you explosively push yourself off the ground. For optimal strength development, aim for 3 to 4 sets of 6 to 12 perfect repetitions, performed 2 to 3 times per week with at least 48 hours of recovery between sessions. Focus on quality over quantity. 5 perfect push-ups will build more strength than 20 sloppy ones. But did you know there's a bodyweight exercise that can develop your pulling strength equal to rows and pull-ups? even if you can't do a single pull-up yet? Let's move on to our next strength-building powerhouse. Exercise 2, the inverted row. Say hello to exercise 2. The inverted row, possibly the most underrated bodyweight exercise for building serious back, bicep, and grip strength. While push-ups get all the glory, this pulling movement might actually be more important for balanced strength development and proper posture. Research published in the International Journal of Sports Physical Therapy demonstrates that inverted rows activate the latissimus dorsi, rhomboids, trapezius, and posterior deltoids at levels comparable to barbell rows, but with significantly less spinal compression. That's critical for building functional strength while protecting your lower back. What makes the inverted row so effective is its ability to train the entire posterior chain in a functional pulling pattern. Your lats, traps, rhomboids, and rear deltoids work as primary movers, while your biceps and forearm flexors engage as powerful synergists. Even your core and lower body get into the action, maintaining proper alignment throughout the movement. This makes it one of the most comprehensive bodyweight exercises for developing upper body pulling strength. The beauty of the inverted row is that it's completely scalable to your current strength level, no matter where you're starting from. To perform a standard inverted row, you'll need something sturdy to hang from. This could be a barbell in a rack, a sturdy table edge, TRX straps, or even a horizontal bar at a playground. Position yourself hanging underneath with your body straight from head to heels and your heels on the ground. Grab the bar with hands slightly wider than shoulder width apart using an overhand grip. Starting with arms fully extended, pull your chest up toward the bar by driving your elbows down and back. Focus on squeezing your shoulder blades together at the top of the movement. This is where maximum muscle activation occurs. Lower yourself back down with control until your arms are fully extended again. Throughout the movement, keep your body rigid in a straight line, core engaged, and avoid sagging at the hips or shrugging your shoulders. If standard inverted rows are too challenging initially, don't worry. Simply adjust your body angle by placing your feet closer to the bar, creating a more vertical body position that reduces the resistance. You can also bend your knees to shorten the leverage. Another beginner-friendly option is to perform the movement standing more upright while pulling against a sturdy door, countertop, or wall-mounted bar. For those who find regular inverted rows too easy, there are plenty of ways to increase the challenge. Elevate your feet on a stable surface to create a decline angle, increasing the percentage of body weight you're pulling. You can also add a pause at the top of each repetition, extending the time under tension. For an even greater challenge, progress to archer rows, where one arm does most of the work, or advance to one-arm inverted rows for the ultimate test of unilateral pulling strength. For maximum strength development, aim for 3 to 4 sets of 8 to 12 controlled repetitions, 2 to 3 times weekly with adequate recovery between sessions. Remember that the quality of each repetition matters more than the quantity. Focus on full range of motion and proper scapular retraction with each rep. Now, what if I told you there's a bodyweight exercise that can develop your core and hip flexor strength more effectively than any crunch or sit-up, while simultaneously improving your balance and coordination? Let's explore our third strength-building marvel. Exercise 3, the pistol squat. Say hello to exercise 3, the pistol squat, the unrivaled king of lower body bodyweight exercises. This single-leg squat variation challenges your strength, stability, mobility, and balance simultaneously, making it a true test of athletic capability. Research from the University of Miami has shown that unilateral, single-leg training like the pistol squat produces greater neuromuscular adaptations compared to bilateral movements, even when the total load is less. Why? Because single-leg exercises require significantly more motor unit recruitment and stabilization, forcing your nervous system to become more efficient at activating muscle fibers. The pistol squat primarily targets your quadriceps, hamstrings, and glutes, but that's just the beginning. Your adductors and abductors work overtime to maintain lateral stability, while your calves and ankle stabilizers keep you balanced. Even your core musculature engages at near maximal levels to maintain proper alignment throughout the movement. This makes the pistol squat a truly comprehensive lower body strength builder that simultaneously improves balance, coordination, and proprioception. Proper form is absolutely crucial with pistol squats. Begin standing on one leg with your other leg extended straight in front of you, parallel to the ground. Your arms can be extended forward for counterbalance. Initiate the movement by hinging slightly at the hips while keeping your chest up and core engaged. Bend your standing leg and begin descending slowly, keeping your extended leg off the ground. The key challenge comes as you approach the bottom position. Maintain a neutral spine and avoid rounding your lower back as you descend to full depth, where your hamstring meets your calf. Your heel must remain firmly planted on the ground throughout the movement. If it rises, you're losing critical stability and force production capability. From the bottom position, drive through your heel and midfoot to stand back up, keeping your extended leg off the ground throughout. Don't be discouraged if you can't perform a full pistol squat immediately. Very few people can without progressive training. Start with assisted pistol squats by holding on to a stable support like a door frame, pole, or TRX straps. This allows you to practice the movement pattern while providing assistance as needed. Another excellent progression is the box pistol squat. Begin sitting on a bench or chair, extend one leg, and stand up using just your supporting leg. Gradually reduce the height of the surface as you get stronger until you're starting from the floor. You can also practice negative-only pistol squats, where you stand on one leg and lower yourself with control, then use both legs to return to standing. For those who have mastered the basic pistol squat, increase the challenge by adding a pause at the bottom position or by holding a light weight for counterbalance, which actually makes the movement more challenging for your core. The ultimate progression is the weighted pistol squat, holding a kettlebell or dumbbell at chest height. For optimal strength development, start with 2 to 3 sets of 3 to 5 repetitions per leg, performed 2 times weekly with adequate recovery. Quality is paramount. A single perfect pistol squat builds more strength and neuromuscular efficiency than multiple repetitions with poor form. But what about building those impressive shoulders without equipment? Most people think it's impossible, but I'm about to introduce you to an exercise that develops shoulder strength and stability better than many dumbbell movements. Ready for our 4th strength-building phenomenon? Exercise 4, the handstand push-up progression. Say hello to exercise 4, the handstand push-up progression, the ultimate bodyweight exercise for building powerful shoulders, triceps, and upper chest muscles without a single weight. This vertical pressing movement might seem intimidating at first, but with the right progression strategy, you'll be amazed at how quickly your pressing strength develops. According to research from the American Council on Exercise, vertical pushing movements like the handstand push-up activate the anterior and medial deltoids, triceps, and upper traps at significantly higher levels than many traditional shoulder exercises. What makes this movement particularly effective is that it places your shoulders under load through a full range of motion while requiring tremendous core stability and body control. The handstand push-up primarily targets your deltoids, all 3 heads, triceps, and upper chest. But the benefits don't stop there. Your core musculature works intensely to maintain alignment, while your serratus anterior and trapezius muscles activate to control scapular movement. Even your forearm muscles engage powerfully to support your body weight. From a functional perspective, this exercise develops the pressing strength and shoulder stability needed for countless real-world activities. Now, I know what you're thinking. Handstand push-ups sound impossibly difficult. The truth is, very few people can perform full handstand push-ups without progressive training. The good news? I'm going to break down a systematic progression that will take you from beginner to advanced, regardless of your current strength level. Let's start with the pike push-up, the foundation of your vertical pressing journey. Begin in a downward dog position with your hips high, forming an inverted V shape. Your hands should be shoulder-width apart and your head positioned between your arms. From this position, bend your elbows to lower your head toward the ground, keeping your hips high. Press back up to the starting position with control. As you get stronger, elevate your feet on a bench, chair, or stairs to increase the angle, and place more weight on your shoulders. The higher your feet, the more challenging the exercise becomes. Focus on maintaining a rigid body position throughout the movement with your core engaged and shoulders packed. The next progression is the wall-assisted handstand push-up. Position yourself facing away from a wall, place your hands on the ground about 6 to 12 inches from the wall, and kick up into a handstand with your heels resting against the wall for support. Initially, just hold this position to build strength and comfort in the inverted position. As you gain confidence, begin performing partial range of motion push-ups, lowering yourself as far as possible with control before pressing back up. For most people, achieving full range of motion, where your head touches the ground, takes significant time and practice. Use parallettes or push-up handles to increase your range of motion as you get stronger. You can also place your hands on elevated surfaces like books or weight plates to allow your head to travel below your hands. Once you've mastered the wall-assisted handstand push-up with full range of motion, the ultimate challenge is the freestanding handstand push-up, which requires not only tremendous strength, but also exceptional balance and body control. This should be considered an advanced progression that may take months or even years to achieve. For optimal strength development, aim for 3 to 4 sets of 5 to 8 repetitions at your appropriate progression level, performed 2 to 3 times weekly with adequate recovery between sessions. Remember, quality trumps quantity. Even a few perfect repetitions will build more functional strength than numerous partial or sloppy reps. Now, what if I told you there's one bodyweight exercise that can build explosive power, core strength, and incredible work capacity simultaneously? Let's unveil our 5th and final strength building juggernaut. Exercise 5, the explosive burpee. Say hello to exercise 5. The explosive burpee, the ultimate full body power builder that combines strength, explosiveness, and conditioning into one brutal movement. If you're looking for an exercise that builds functional strength while simultaneously developing your cardiovascular system, nothing compares to properly executed explosive burpees. Research from the American College of Sports Medicine has shown that high-intensity movements like explosive burpees can increase both anaerobic and aerobic capacity while simultaneously building strength and power. What makes burpees particularly effective is their ability to elevate heart rate rapidly while engaging nearly every major muscle group in your body through functional movement patterns. The explosive burpee is a compound exercise that works virtually every muscle in your body. Your chest, shoulders, and triceps work during the push-up phase. Your core stabilizes throughout the entire movement. Your quadriceps, hamstrings, and glutes power the squat and jump portions. Even your calves and ankle stabilizers engage during the explosive jump. This makes it one of the most comprehensive exercises for building total body strength and power. To perform the perfect explosive burpee, start standing with feet shoulder width apart. Quickly drop into a squat position with your hands on the ground just inside your feet. Kick your feet back into a plank position while keeping your core tight and body straight. Perform a full push-up with proper form, lowering your chest to the ground. Press back up, then rapidly jump your feet forward to return to the squat position. From here, explosively jump upward, reaching your arms overhead and fully extending your hips at the top of the jump. Land softly with bent knees and immediately flow into the next repetition. The key to making burpees effective for strength development, rather than just conditioning, is focusing on power and proper technique. Each component, the push-up, the plank, the squat, and especially the jump, should be performed with maximum intent and proper form. The explosive jump should drive from your heels with full hip extension, reaching maximum height on each repetition. If standard explosive burpees are too challenging initially, there are several modifications to help you build up to the full movement. Begin with step-back burpees, where instead of jumping your feet back, you step back 1 foot at a time into the plank position, then step forward 1 foot at a time to the squat. You can also perform burpees without the push-up component until you build sufficient upper body strength. For those who have mastered standard explosive burpees, there are numerous ways to increase the intensity. Add a knee tuck during the jump phase to engage your core more intensely. Perform long jump burpees where you jump forward instead of upward. For the ultimate challenge, try single leg burpees, performing the entire movement with one leg raised, or explosive burpee pull-ups where you jump up to a bar and perform a pull-up before dropping back down into the next repetition. For maximum strength and power development, aim for 4 to 5 sets of 5 to 8 explosive repetitions with full recovery between sets, 1 to 2 minutes. This approach emphasizes the power development aspect rather than the conditioning component. Perform this exercise 2 to 3 times weekly, ensuring adequate recovery between sessions. Now that you're familiar with all 5 exercises, let's pull everything together into a comprehensive program designed to build serious strength without a single piece of equipment. Now that you understand each exercise individually, it's time to combine them into a systematic program that will build serious strength over time. The key to any effective strength training program is thoughtful organization, not just throwing exercises together randomly. I'm going to share a complete 4-week progression that applies the principles of periodization, progressive overload, and proper recovery to maximize your strength gains. Before jumping into any workout, proper warm-up is essential, especially when performing challenging bodyweight exercises. Begin each session with 5 to 7 minutes of light cardiovascular activity like jogging in place, jumping jacks, or shadowboxing to increase your core temperature and blood flow. Follow this with dynamic mobility work, focusing on the joints you'll be using, arm circles, leg swings, hip rotations, and thoracic spine rotations. Finally, perform a few progressive sets of easier variations of the exercises you'll be doing in your workout, gradually increasing the intensity. The weekly structure of your program will follow an upper-lower split performed 3 times per week, allowing for adequate recovery between sessions while training each movement pattern frequently enough for optimal strength development. Here's how you'll organize your week. Monday, upper body focus, push-ups and inverted rows. Wednesday, lower body focus, pistol squat progressions and explosive burpees. Friday, full body, handstand push-up progressions integrated with all previous exercises. This structure ensures each major movement pattern is trained 1 to 2 times per week, providing sufficient stimulus for strength development while allowing adequate recovery. Rest days between sessions are critical. This is when your body builds back stronger. For each exercise, you'll use what's called progressive overload to continue getting stronger week after week. This doesn't just mean doing more repetitions. It means gradually increasing the difficulty of each exercise by using the progressions we've discussed. Start with a variation that allows you to perform 3 sets of 5 to 8 perfect repetitions with moderate difficulty. Once you can complete 3 sets of 8 repetitions with good form, it's time to progress to a more challenging variation. Here's what your 4-week progression might look like for each exercise. Week 1. Focus on mastering proper form with appropriate variations for your level. Push-ups, 3 sets of 5 to 8 reps at your level. Incline, standard or elevated. Inverted rows, 3 sets of 6 to 10 reps at your appropriate angle. Pistol squat. Progression, 3 sets of 3 to 5 reps per leg at your level. Handstand push-up. Progression, 3 sets of 5 to 8 reps at your level. Explosive burpees, 3 sets of 5 to 8 explosive reps with full recovery. Week 2. Increase volume slightly while maintaining perfect form. Push-ups, 3 to 4 sets of 6 to 10 reps, same variation as week 1. Inverted rows, 3 to 4 sets of 8 to 12 reps, same angle as week 1. Pistol squat progression, 3 to 4 sets of 4 to 6 reps per leg. Handstand push-up. Progression, 3 to 4 sets of 6 to 10 reps. Explosive burpees, 4 sets of 6 to 10 explosive reps. Week 3. Increase intensity by using more challenging variations. Push-ups. Progress to more difficult variation, 3 sets of 5 to 8 reps. Inverted rows, increase angle difficulty, 3 sets of 6 to 10 reps. Pistol squat progression. Move to next progression, 3 sets of 3 to 5 reps per leg. Handstand push-up progression. Progress to more difficult variation, 3 sets of 5 to 8 reps. Explosive burpees, add a variation element, 3 sets of 5 to 8 reps. Week 4. Deload week with reduced volume but maintained intensity. Push-ups, same variation as week 3 but 2 sets of 5 to 6 reps. Inverted rows, same angle as week 3 but 2 sets of 6 to 8 reps. Pistol squat progression, same progression as week 3 but 2 sets of 3 to 4 reps per leg. Handstand push-up progression, same variation as week 3 but 2 sets of 5 to 6 reps. Explosive burpees, same variation as week 3 but 2 sets of 5 to 6 reps. This deload week is crucial. It allows your body to recover fully and supercompensate, meaning you'll come back stronger in week 5 when you begin the next 4-week cycle with increased loads or more challenging variations. Exercise sequencing within each workout matters tremendously for maximizing performance and safety. Begin with the most technically demanding exercises when you're fresh, then move to less complex movements. Rest periods between sets should be relatively long, 2 to 3 minutes for strength development, to ensure each set is performed with maximum quality and effort. A critical component that many bodyweight programs miss is the concept of tempo, controlling the speed of each phase of the movement. For maximum strength development, use a controlled eccentric lowering phase of 2 to 3 seconds, a brief pause in the position of greatest tension, and an explosive concentric lifting phase. This tempo maximizes both mechanical tension and metabolic stress, 2 key drivers of strength gains. Remember that nutrition and recovery play enormous roles in strength development. Ensure you're consuming sufficient protein, 1.6 to 2.2 grams per kilogram of body weight daily, and overall calories to support muscle growth. Prioritize quality sleep of 7 to 9 hours nightly, as this is when much of your recovery and growth occur. Stay hydrated, manage stress levels, and consider incorporating light activity like walking on your rest days to promote blood flow and recovery without adding training stress. The true key to success with this program, or any strength program, is consistency over time. These 5 exercises, progressive variations, and the structured program I've outlined will build serious strength if you apply them consistently and with proper intensity for months, not just weeks. Your body adapts to the demands you place on it, but these adaptations require both time and persistence. You now have everything you need to build exceptional strength using nothing but your body weight, 5 powerful exercises, detailed progressions for each, and a complete program that systematically applies the principles of effective strength training. The truth is, your body doesn't know the difference between pushing iron and pushing your own weight. It only knows tension, and these exercises create enormous tension when performed correctly. Don't let anyone tell you that serious strength requires fancy equipment or gym memberships. Some of the strongest, most capable athletes in history built their foundation with these exact movements. The ancient Greek wrestlers, gymnasts throughout the ages, and military special forces have all used bodyweight training as the cornerstone of their physical development. Your transformation starts today with your very first workout. Begin at the appropriate progression level for each exercise, focus obsessively on perfect form, and trust the process of progressive overload. In 30 days of consistent training, you'll experience noticeable improvements in strength, body composition, and functional capability. In 90 days, the transformation will be remarkable, not just in how you look, but in what you can do. I challenge you to commit to this program for the next 30 days without missing a single planned workout. Take before measurements and photos, then compare them after 30 days of dedicated training. The evidence of your progress will fuel your motivation to continue building on your foundation of strength. What's your experience with bodyweight training? Have you tried any of these exercises before? Share your starting point in the comments and let's build strength together, no equipment needed. The only question that remains is, are you ready to prove just how strong you can become using nothing but the weight of your own body?